In 1854, the Republican Party was formed to oppose the Kansas-Nebraska Act, which intended to spread slavery into American territory. Furthermore, Republicans were at the forefront of the effort to demolish the Confederate States of America from 1861 to 1865. On January 1st, 1863, Abraham Lincoln, the first Republican president, issued the Emancipation Proclamation, which emancipated enslaved black people during the Civil War. Democrats often try to ignore this fact. Contrary to popular belief, the Civil War wasn't North versus South, as illustrated in the Lincoln-Douglas debates in Northern Illinois. It was a Democrat against Republican battle. The notorious Dred Scott decision, which proclaimed that blacks were property in 1857, was decided by a Supreme Court majority of 7 Democratic justices in favor and 2 Republican judges against. After the Civil War ended on April 9, 1865, Southern Democrats who despised black people formed the Ku Klux Klan. Surprisingly, white Republican militias aimed to eliminate the KKK. The destruction continued when Jim Crow laws were enacted by Southern Democrat-dominated state legislatures on May 18, 1896, until the early 20th century to impose racial segregation and undo political and economic gains made by black people during Reconstruction. By the year 1900, more than 20 black Republicans had served in Congress. Democrats did not elect a single black representative until 1935. Every black senator was a Republican up until 1979, when federal troops withdrew from the South after Reconstruction ended. Democrats' white supremacy laws re-emerged with a vengeance. These laws were enforced by the paramilitary arm of the Democratic Party, the KKK, which was used to suppress blacks from voting Republican. Democrats are also the party of abortion. Planned Parenthood was established by eugenics racist Margaret Sanger, who sought to eradicate the undesirables. This practice continues today, with more black infants aborted in New York City than are born. It doesn't end there. Democrat President Woodrow Wilson resegregated many federal agencies and screened the racist film Birth of a Nation at the White House. Democrat President FDR declined to welcome 4-time gold medalist Jesse Owens, a diehard Republican, to the White House and incarcerated 120,000 Japanese Americans. But wait, there's more. Against the desires of Democrat Governor Orville Faubus, Eisenhower reintegrated the military and imposed school integration in Little Rock. Democrat LBJ started the welfare state and said, I'll have those niggas voting Democrat for the next 200 years. The saddest part of all of this is that influential black leaders like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, both Democrats, promote black victimization. The party advocates racial identity politics as a result of its policy's catastrophic failure, which continues to harm black people and demonstrates its disdain for blacks. Opposition to school choice traps black students in failed schools. Politically correct police have made blacks victims of violent crimes. In 2019, 9 unarmed blacks were slain by police, while the figure is 19 for white people. In comparison, over 2,000 blacks were murdered by other blacks in 2018. Democrats have had monopolistic control of all the cities we hear and read about black plight: Baltimore, Chicago, Detroit. If Democrats truly cared about black people, they would treat abortion as a tragedy. They would support school choice, work to end the failed welfare state, abandon the idea of defunding police, and promote advancement based on merit and character rather than the amount of melanin in your skin. We need to end open borders that flood the market with cheap labor and steal jobs from black Americans. We must end their support for minimum wage laws that lead to higher black unemployment and end their social justice mantle. We have been fed lies. It's time to be hungry for truth and break the narrative. That's my first documentary. I want to know how you guys are feeling about me doing this whole situation. The truth is, if you've been watching this all the way through, first, thank you for watching it. And if you haven't noticed by now, this is my signature bait and switch. If you're not used to my bait and switch, this is how it typically goes down. I will leave the title for something to lure in the target audience, which would be liberals. I'm trying to give you a different side of this thing to view at reality, to view at history and politics. And then I present you with the truth. So I get you with the title, get you with the thumbnail, and then I bring you some truth of bait and switch. As you see, Republicans not only did not start slavery, they not only are not the party of racism, they were the ones that opposed it. They're the ones that fought it. The Kansas-Nebraska Act was formed through the Democrats. Republicans were the ones that fought that. The Republican Party was formed to fight the Kansas-Nebraska Act specifically. I've dropped so much data on this documentary. Uh, it's if you can't tell, I haven't been asleep at all. I've been up for over 24 hours. I've been just trying to get this out there because I felt like it's very important. This goal, what I'm trying to do, I'm serious about it. I'm really trying to get this knowledge out there to the people. I don't even get paid for this. I don't get paid on Twitter. I'm not monetized on there, and I make barely anything here, not even enough to cover rent. But I am enjoying what I'm doing. I want to get the truth out there. I am so tired of seeing all of the lies, people saying this about Republicans, saying that about Republican. Well, I got the history, I got the proof, I got the original data, I got the original documentation, and that's what I like to present to the people. I like to give it to you, no diddy, when it's real. I want to give it to you the right way. In 1854. So, looking right here, as we're breaking down the Kansas-Nebraska Act, you see I had the screenshot right there showing the map, and right here we have the birthplace of the Republican Party. The Republican Party was started right here, 1852, in Wisconsin. And as you can see, Republicans were at the forefront to demolish the Confederacy. Republicans have always been those that fighting against these Confederates, these Democrats, these races. Republicans did the same thing back then, as you can see through the stock footage. Abraham Lincoln is a Republican president. He is one of the greatest presidents of all time. The Republican president freed everyone from slavery. Democrats don't like to bring up how he's a Republican, but love to mention his name. And we can also see right here with the flyer that I brought, the white supremacy flyer showing that, white supremacy for the Democrat Party. A lot of people aren't aware this rooster was actually one of the logos for the Democrat Party, opposed to just a donkey. It's worth looking up your history on these things. And as we continue to go on, you can see that they had flyers that reflect the truth. You see, the reality became a little bit more of an illusion the farther we got. The Douglas versus Abraham Lincoln debate pretty much started America for what we are now. The political spectrum changed forever. Douglas used propaganda to try to rile Americans against Abraham Lincoln, and Abraham Lincoln was speaking on straight fact. It actually created the narratives that we see from the left and right now through Abraham Lincoln coming at facts and truth, and liberals trying to maintain slavery through fiction and emotion. And it's very interesting. As you can see, this war has been going on for a very long time. As I broke down with Scott is still a slave with Dred Scott. It was a Supreme Court dominated by Democrats, 7 Democrat Supreme Court judges, 2 Republicans. And they voted this man, the Democrats were the one that voted this man to still be property. These people push this slavery narrative. These people that's supposed to be on our side are the ones that's pushing the lies. They're the ones that's pushing the division. And sometimes we got to see it under the disguise of our enemies for us to be able to digest it. If I would have titled this and said proving how Democrats start slavery, how many Democrats would click on it? Because they need to know the truth about their party. It was out there. You saw just right there the 2-party platform system. These flyers was out there that was showing and expressing how people really feel about blacks and whites. Let me get my head out of here so you can see these 2 heads. The Democratic Party, the party for the white man, the Republican Party for the Negro. You see how they do us with a big white lip, man? It wasn't Republicans that made this. It was Democrats. Look how they did our lips. Look at how they had no respect for us. Look how they try to make the white man look cleaner than us. It's racist then, they're racist now. They are a controlling, manipulative party. And it takes trickery to be able to beat them. It takes trickery to be able to beat the people that do this Jim Crow stuff. It takes trickery to be able to beat the people that think certain people should have water fountains and others shouldn't. The thing is, the main reason why Democrats try to virtue signal about slavery and racism, they'll always say, oh, it's a white problem. It's a white problem. It's a white problem. When truth, it's a political problem. That completely changes the spectrum. It completely changes the narrative if people start saying, well, slavery is 100% a political problem. Because if people start accepting slavery as a political problem, what does that mean? You can end slavery by just getting rid of one party. And that one party led to problems then is the same party leading to problems now. You can even see back in the past how the KKK used to try to scare off white and black voters. Come on, man. The KKK worked with the Democrat Party to scare white and black voters. Look at the flyers. I got the data. Look at the flyers. Margaret Sanger, a eugenicist. She was trying to create a pure race. Whether people want to community note it, fact check it, it's true. I have all the data there. Look at americanrtl.org/Sanger. You'll look up her stuff through the public library. Look at her opinions. Look at how she called us less desirables. These are the people that Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris look up to. These are the people that's trying to extinguish us. Somehow we view our enemy as our friend. So I have to start presenting the message as if our friend is our enemy. That way we can gain new votes. In addition, Woodrow Wilson held the extremely racist film, Birth of a Nation. In case you guys don't know, it's a racist film. He held that at the White House. And of course, Jesse Owens was denied 4 times by FDR. It was in he's a big Jesse Owens was the guy who won in the Olympics during the era of Hitler. And this is him picture with Richard Nixon right here. He was a big Republican, but FDR, Democrat, denied him 4 times. Jesse Owens was an old man by the time he finally got the chance to get recognized. It's absolutely unacceptable, and it's a Democrat way. These people not only do wrong by blacks, they do wrong by Asians, they do wrong by the children. It's the same party. And people will say, why are you so stuck on the past? Why can't you let it go? Because they remove the past so it can repeat. They remove the past so they can gaslight you about the present. The thing is, if I was to set your house on fire and I tell you, don't worry about the fire to pick up the pieces, would you still be furious? Because that's what Democrats do to us. They destroy our culture, they destroy our ways, they destroy our way of life. And when we're trying to pick up the pieces and we say, put that fire down, I can't afford any more flames. They'll tell you to turn around, ignore what you're seeing, and focus on racism. These are the same people that bombed Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street was bombed by a Democrat governor who ordered it. His name was James B.A. Robertson, not a Republican. Also, with Seneca Village, when it was destroyed, Seneca Village, also known as Central Park, New York. Central Park in New York used to be a black village. It got pushed out. Guess the political party of the mayors and the people that was there. Yes, you're right. You know who it is. It's the same people that have the highest crime rates in their cities. I added the graphs. Something has to change. Uh, Something absolutely has to change because we have to change our tactics. We did win the election. Let's take it all the way home. It's time to get the independence because I'm telling you, from what I saw, way too many black men still are voting for the left. Way too many black women are still voting for the left. And until those numbers go down, yes, we might have won the election, but my job is not done. I failed my narrative. And what I want is to see real change. I'm trying to wake up the minds and hearts and souls of others. Just because election is done, I'm not done. I'm just getting started. There are people to wake up. There are books to write, documentaries to shoot, and videos to upload. If you guys could please like, comment, and subscribe. This took me so much. Oh my God. I almost want to beg for a like. This took me so long. I haven't gone to sleep yet. You guys can tell I've been up the whole time, dog. And I have a flight to Vegas, honestly, in like less than 12 hours. So I'm getting it out here. If you're enjoying this content, I'm sorry I'm rambling. I need to get some sleep. I will keep it coming. If you want it to keep coming, no diddy. And most importantly, click notification bell. I'm going to reemphasize. Please, 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 please engage in this post. Help it do stupid numbers if it can, because it was just so much effort. Because if it does go stupid, I'm gonna keep them coming. Of course, I mean that's just business. We're going to continue to do the things that get positive results as transparent as I can be with you guys. But please do what you can to help. If not, I enjoyed it anyway. I'm gonna enjoy sharing this with my family and tell them to send it to people. But thank you guys. See you on the next one. Stay educated, and most importantly, stay ready to break the next narrative.